Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Elizabeth, and today I'm going to talk about when I feel off track, or recently I fell off track. And then here are some things I identified on why I was feeling off track and how to get back on. And so I hope this can be helpful to you. Sometimes we're crushing it and we're achieving our goals and we're doing what we want. And sometimes we just feel off, and that's okay. It's part of life. But how can we get back on quickly and go back to doing what we need to do and being confident and crushing it and being in that mindset where we are succeeding? Let's talk about it. Number one, I realized that my focus was not in creation and in building. And so this is really important, especially if you're trying to do something, or what I'm trying to do, and build and help people and serve and make these videos, or eventually like maybe make a podcast or blog or whatever. Then I need to actually be focusing on that. I need to make sure I'm focusing on the things that are going to help me. Or if I'm working on exercise and taking care of my mind and body, I need to focus on having good meals there for me. I need to focus on exercising. I need to make sure I'm getting to the gym and I'm taking care of myself and getting good rest, etc. If I'm working on helping my family with something, then I need to focus on that. So really define what you want to focus on and make sure you are actually staying focused on the thing, and it will help you to feel better and to stay committed, and you're not going to get sidetracked. There's so many things that could be calling for your attention without even realizing it, just on your phone even. Let alone the outside world. So really get clear and make sure you keep that vision and keep that focus and keep moving forward there. Number two, I was taking more time to think and analyze, but sometimes you can't overthink. So you just have to think a little bit. Maybe you think about the problem. I did read somewhere the other day where it said, all right, come to the table with the problem and solutions, and then talk about what those solutions are for the problem, and then pick something. Instead of like trying to think of these ideas and come up with these things, we have some pretty big life decisions that are going to be coming up at the end of the year. And so I was just thinking about that and feeling the pressure of that. And we're trying to get to a certain place before we make those decisions, etc. And so I was just thinking about that a lot. But at the end of the day, if it's taken away from the actions I'm doing now, it's not going to help. So make sure you stay focused, stay committed, and don't overthink things. It's okay to think. I don't want you not to think, but don't overthink or get lost in that if it's taking away from the now. Number three, seek advice from a mentor. And so it could help you get back on track if you talk to a friend, but even a mentor, someone who could coach you and that knows what you're dealing with or has been there before, and they can help guide you through it. And so this is really, really helpful. And I encourage everybody to find at least a friend to talk to, or someone who knows the game that you're in. And so how can they support you when you experience these ups and downs, or where you lose focus, or you're having a problem that you need to solve and to tackle? A lot of times you can do it on your own, but it's even better when you work with somebody else, especially if they know what they're doing. Number four, nutrition and sleep and exercise is really important for me. And so I had to make some tweaks. I realized I was not being as prepared, like with grocery shopping and planning ahead of time. And so I just needed to be better about that. And so I got more organized. I made sure I had all my healthy foods on hand. I made sure I had everything that I needed so I could be successful. It's the same thing. You can maybe do this with cleaning your environment, taking care of things, having everything organized. The more organized you are, the more prepared you are, the easier things are going to be for yourself. Number five, don't let your surroundings dictate how you feel or what you do. And so people can affect you, and people can affect me if I'm not careful, right? Or the energies of other people. It's also what I'm doing or what I'm not doing, but it's other people. And so be really careful, create a shield, create these systems and habits or strategies that can help you to stay focused, but be really careful, because I just find that sometimes I could get sucked into other people's feelings or their frustrations and stuff because I care, or you just have to be around certain people. But how can you create that space? How can you create that wall within yourself to stay focused on your dreams while still helping other people, but also not getting bogged down by everything else going on, or the problems in the world, or the news, or whatever? Stay focused. A lot of this has to do with being focused. Number six, start focusing on the future, but also start focusing on the now. So the future that you want, we need to define it, we need to figure it out, but the future that you want is not going to happen, and it's not going to be what you want if you aren't focusing on what you need to do now. So like I said, there's things we're thinking about and that we need to happen in the future, but what needs to happen to get there are some of these habits. It's just like with exercise. If you want to have a lean physique, or you want to be pain-free, or want to be super strong, or build that muscle or bone density or whatever, you have to start taking the action now and continue doing that, instead of thinking, oh, I wish this, or oh, I'm scared I have this competition that I have to do, or this big marathon. And instead, it's like of thinking of the big marathon, and then you're like, don't run, just go run, go train, go eat the way you need to do those things now to get where you want to be. It's all about the daily habits and the actions that you're taking or not taking. So be careful, make sure you're taking them. Number seven, get out of your own head and make sure you're focusing on serving others. So it is about the big picture for your life and what you want for your life. But a lot of times that has to do with service. And so for me, I want to make sure I'm helping other people too. And so make sure you're serving other people. The best way to get out of a funk is to make sure you help other people. So go intentionally, do something nice for someone. You don't have to get praised for it or put it on social media or whatever, but go do something nice for someone else. It's going to help you and make you refocus on what matters and what you're even doing and why you're even doing stuff in the first place. 8, remind yourself of your mission and remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. And so they talk about all the time having a big why and a big reason, a big purpose, because it can really help you to stay committed. And so any journey is tough. The weight loss journey, the business journey, whatever you're trying to do can be tough and challenging and rigorous and all the way up and down. And so how can you stay focused on why? Why do you want this? Or why, you can use it as a negative, like the person you don't want to be like. So I got to keep going because I do not want to be in this situation, right? And so you want to keep that why and you want to keep that vision so that you can keep doing the hard things when you're having a hard time or emotions are popping up or whatever. 9, this kind of goes along with what I was talking about earlier, but get organized, get prepared, get clean. Your environment makes a huge difference. The people that you're around, but also the environment you set up. If you have a healthy environment with healthy foods, you're going to be better. If you have a clean environment, you're going to feel more mentally clear and have clarity, etc. So clean up your environment, clean up yourself, get organized yourself, and you're going to be crushing it a lot more. It's so much easier. So those were 9 things that I did, and I started refocusing on and reminded myself on when I wanted to get back on track and get back to what I'm doing. I do think there's a time for reflection. I do think there's a time for focusing on some of the things that aren't necessarily your main focus. That's okay. But if it's derailing yourself too much, be mindful. Are you on your phone too much? Are you distracted by other people? Do you not have a big enough why that's going to keep you motivated? And so make sure that you're aware of this and ask these questions yourself and do an inventory and see where you can improve. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what videos you want to see next on the channel. I'd be happy to make them. Let me know what resonates with you and feel free to like and subscribe for more, share with a friend, and I will see you in the next video. Keep learning, working, and growing. You've got this. Get right back on track and you will keep crushing it and create the beautiful life that you're meant to create. You got this. Bye, guys.